Hello sweeties and welcome to my channel. My name is Ronnie and today I really hope you will enjoy this video. There will be around 3 to 4 tricks and tips for your building if you're also a builder in The Sims 4, or maybe you just enjoyed these types of videos and you will also appreciate some small life hacks. So hopefully you will stay around for those and I hope you will enjoy it. So today we're in Windenburg. This is my favorite lot. It's the Shrieking Llama lot and it's great because it's small and at the same time it's very well lit. Now this is one tip for you actually. If you're a Sims builder and sometimes you feel like your house is missing something, or maybe you know the house is gorgeous and it still does not look that great, the lighting might be the issue. So always make sure that you pick the lot where the lighting actually illuminates the front of your house, so that all the features really stand out and they're beautiful and they're not hidden in this weird dark bluish lighting. So the first interesting part of this house is this chimney. I meant to say fireplace at first, but no, that's chimney. So here you can see how you can create a more interesting type of chimney that's not just one block of a house. So you can use a piece of a roofing and it creates this very nice effect. Of course, feel free to manipulate with those parts and make it more interesting. Another tip for you is to use this item from Get Together. Now I would have to pause this video to see what it's called, but you can see it. This is the second item. It was the second item in the catalog. And with this, if you have the right height of the roof, you can create this really lovely paneling. And honestly, as I was taking screenshots, I have to say it really elevates the whole building, simply because it brings a different, not only a pattern but also a different texture to the front of the house, and it looks much like different from other wallpapers that we have, because those are just like very flat and they're like painted over with some like different colors with like paneling parts, but this is this is completely different, and it really creates this more of a like 3D look, and I really like that and enjoy that. And now we skipped a part and I apologize for that because I was the interesting part of the video, but I'll link a different video, my last video, no, the last but one I think, where I did exactly the same thing with the terrain, and that's this interesting terrain manipulation. Now I had to cut that part out because my computer was incredibly like lagging. Let me check. I'll check for you when I was building. Oh yeah, this was built in 2022, so I was building it on my very old laptop, and the terrain manipulation is something that it just couldn't handle that well, so I apologize for that. It was really like buggy all the time. My camera was moving here and there, so instead I've decided to delete the whole part. But I'll just very briefly describe it to you how you can like achieve this look. So first of all, it's good to move the terrain itself, so use the tools to elevate the terrain. Then you're going to draw basements where you want to place those pieces of rocks that come with the debug, and I think it's the base game debug. So you build those basements, you delete their ceilings, so then you can actually see inside those basements from the lot, and inside them you're going to place these rocks. Then you'll just delete the basement and the rocks are going to stay there. I don't recommend, you're not supposed to like just click on the room and delete it, but you're supposed to use the dragging, what they're called, like those drag arrows. So you're going to drag it so that the basement just in the end looks like just like a single wall, and then that single wall you delete. That's the easiest way how you can do it. If you deleted the whole basement, like you click on the room and delete it, I think it's going to delete those items that you place inside them as well. So for that, if you want to to visualize it somehow, I very much recommend my previous video. I will probably link it here for you, both in the description down below, but also I think there's this feature right on the YouTube where you can just place the link, and it's supposed to be, I think, in the upper right corner. So yeah, I'll do that for you here. Anyway, so we're moving on to the interior. Now, I really wanted the interior to match the exterior, so we're going to work with those red and orange and black colors and hues. I do that all the time. I don't know why, but I very much appreciate when everything is nice and cohesive. So that's what we're going to do. Clearly, we're first also adding some last finishing touches to the exterior, because I clearly wasn't entirely happy with that. But yeah, I think it was because I wanted to place the windows and I wasn't entirely sure where to place them so that it matches the exterior. And once I was back, I clearly stayed there for a while. You could see me also use the car item. Of course, it's not functional. We don't have cars in The Sims 4, as you all very well know. That's the word, right? Sorry. But it's such a lovely car. I like this item. It looks kind of old. It reminds me cars from the 90s, so I very much enjoy it. And I think it's a nice piece of decoration. And honestly, with this rustic barn, I think it fit very, very nicely. So hopefully now we're finally in the interior. We're starting with the kitchen, and maybe you could have noticed for a very brief moment there it was already there and decorated, but it didn't feel right, so I deleted the whole part. And honestly, it does not bring anything special to the speed build, so I deleted that part. It wasn't good. I wasn't very proud of it. But as I'm decorating it, I just want to very briefly comment on the doors that you can see right on the left side of the room. This door came with the industrial loft kit, and I felt like it really fit the whole both interior and exterior quite nicely, because it very much reminds us of old barns, and so it's very nice this feature stayed there even though the house has been repurposed as a a normal family house. Anyway, the kitchen, the bones of the kitchen are done for now. I'm going to decorate it some more soon, but first I'm just trying to figure out the placement of the living room. Of course, I know it's going to be right here, but with the position of the bathroom and everything, and of course the placement of the doors, I had to figure out some easy way how to have all of it and still make it look natural. I was very happy to add the punching bag, I hope that's what it's called in English, behind the sofa. I think it looks really good there. Of course, it brings more of this beautiful red color, and we're also of course adding some interesting hobby items. And most importantly, it's functional. I playtested it and it worked, so I was very, very happy. Here I'm also trying to make something a bit more interesting. I don't know why, but I think I felt a bit inspired during this house, as I was building it, So I tried something new, and I think adding those fairy lights around this industrial bed, it just really looks really, really nicely. The only thing that I would like to mention, these base game fairy lights, they're not visible from the other side. Here you can see that you can't see them actually. See, there's nothing, but yeah, here you could see for a very brief moment that they're visible just from one side. So if you want to redo this and make it different, you can, but I think it looks nice this way. And of course, once again, the bed is functional, so that's great. So now I'm just adding some pieces of decoration here and there. Like I said, the overall structure was done by now, so now I'm just trying to make it look more lived in and interesting. And adding some pieces of decoration is a good way how to achieve that. Anyway, you will see me now placing various items here and there. You can really see the whole thought process. Here in the kitchen we are going to add a couple of items, then we're going to delete them, and then we're going to make it a bit more simple. And I think it works quite nicely in this space, simply because we're using this brick wallpaper, and already the interior looks maybe a bit busy, so you know, adding over adding or over cluttering rather the space did not feel right. So even though now I'm just trying to do something like that because I really like decorating interiors, but you will see me soon deleting some of those items to achieve a more clean and simple look, because I think that the interior does not need that many items to make it look nice and interesting. Of course, it needs some items. Decorating is always a good thing to do in The Sims, but not too many at some times. Anyway, I just wanted to point this out. Here you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to delete that, but this is a great way how to create new items in The Sims. So for that you just need the Jungle Adventure pack and the base game. I've already deleted it, but you saw the process. It's very, very simple. So you're going to use the basket from the Jungle Adventure, and you're going to place it on some surface. I very much recommend surfaces that have like some structure underneath it, so you can't see under those surfaces. Simply because we're going to lower some items down and it wouldn't look good. So kitchen counters are excellent for that. So what you're going to do, you're going to take this basket from the Jungle Adventure, as I already said, and you are going to grab the fruit bowl from the base game. It's the one that's a bit like taller, and it has 3 swatches. It has the white, blue and reddish, magenta-ish color. So what you do with that, you're going to size it down one size, and you're going to lower it down like by 1 notch, and then you can position it quite nicely and it fits the basket perfectly. So that's just like my tip for you there. Anyway, we're now moving on to the bathroom. The bathroom is relatively simple. It has only 3 tiles, so I'm going to use the shower head that we got with Discover University, if I'm not mistaken, on the middle tile, so then both the toilet and the sink are available to your Sims. Of course, as always, my builds are playtested, so there shouldn't be any issues with that. Now, I'm using the same sink that I have in the kitchen. So since this is basically like a kitchen counter with a sink, I did not have enough space to place the toothbrushes and the plant, so that's why I used the shelving. That I think it looks, with the shelf, it looks really nice. It looks relatively simple and it's quite easy, and small items fit there, so you don't even need to like manipulate them and, you know, lowering them down or anything. So that's also a little tip or trick for you there. But we're now back outside. We're trying to work on the backyard. The backyard is very, very simple. We have just this bench there, and I think that's it. I'm just going to add some more plants to fit the whole the whole exterior. We're working with base game plants, and I think they look just absolutely lovely. I love the combination of the ferns and grasses and those beautiful white, and now please correct me, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, hydrogeneous, not sure, hydrogeneous, hopefully, and those beautiful orange flowers that I have no idea what they're called, but I think it looks very, very nice together. So now I'm just adding some terrain paint, and yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that should be the end of the video. So if you like stick around for this and you're hearing me say that right now, I very, very much want to appreciate you and thank you for that. It's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I also hope that you have like the most wonderful day or week. I'm personally kind of struggling in my life lately. I've already said it in my last videos, but my boyfriend broke his arm. We're taking care of a very cute dog, so that's like a good thing. But of course, there's also like, you need to of course care for the dog, so more responsibilities basically. And also I had some issues with my leg lately, so I had to go to the doctors. Everything is fine. It's just a bit of a more difficult time for me right now, so hopefully you won't mind me posting just once a week, which is something that I'm going to do right now for hopefully just a short period of time, but it's necessary simply because I just can't find the time, also with my full-time job, to do this twice a week. But hopefully we'll get back on track very soon and you'll get 2 videos a week. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day and see you soon. Bye.